Welcome, sci-fi movie nerds. My name is Mike, and I'm the sci-fi movie guy. And I am here to do a review of the Star Wars Blu-ray DVD digital release. So I have been spent the last 4 hours watching this movie. Well, not the movie itself, but all of the bonus features, deleted scenes, things like that. And that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to tell you what I loved about it, what I didn't like so much, and we're really going to get into the meat of it. So let's start right away by talking about the Blu-ray itself. So I bought this at Walmart. You can buy 3 different versions at Walmart. So the first version is $19.95, and that version is just the movie The Force Awakens. Then you can buy this version, which I bought, which is the middle of the road, and it has all of the bonus features, plus the digital copy. And this one is $24.95. And then you can buy the deluxe version, which is $29.95, and that has a special BB-8 flip case for an outer cover, and it also has a trading card in it for the new Star Wars trading game. I don't know anything about that, so I didn't buy that one. I bought the middle of the road one because I wanted all the specials. And I just spent, like I said, the last 4 hours watching all of the specials and deleted scenes so that we could talk about them. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that I'm a little disappointed with the deleted scenes, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So the first deleted scene is Finn and the Villager, and I guess I should say this is a spoilers because I'm going to tell you a little bit about the whole Blu-ray and all of the deleted scenes, the specials. So spoiler, if you don't want to hear about them, please turn it off, save it, and come back later and watch. But here we go. So Finn and the Villager, deleted scene. So this is when Finn comes off the crafts that land on Jakku with all the other stormtroopers, and you see more of Finn and you see more of his struggle with being a stormtrooper. He comes around the corner and it's just him and a lady and her baby, and he doesn't want to kill her, and he just stands there and they have a face-off, and you can see in her eyes that first she's scared, and then she sympathizes with him, and then she takes off, and that's where they cut it. It's a good scene. I can see why they dropped it, though. But you do get a little more insight into Finn instead of just the parts that you see in the movie where he struggles. You get a little more one-on-one struggle. Then there's the Jakku message. So this is in the bunker. They're getting a message that the village has been wiped out, where Lord Santaka is. And so Leia and all of her people, it starts with one of her people receiving the message, running it down the hallway, knocking some guys over, hands it to Leia, explains that the whole village has been destroyed, and then you see Leia in action. And I love this scene. I wish that it had been in the movie, because you see General Leia and she's ordering the troops and she's saying, "Find BB-8," and you see a little humor from C-3PO, and this is a great scene. I understand that I'm not the director and I don't edit the movie, but I like this scene a lot, and I'm glad it was on the Blu-ray. So then we go, the X-Wings prepare for light speed. And what you see is them coming out of the Rebel base, the Resistance base now. They're coming out of the Resistance base, all the crafts, and they go up, and there's some dialogue between Poe Dameron and the other pilots, and it's pretty cool. There's a little joke in there about prepare for light speed. And then the one guy goes, "Is there any other kind of speed?" It was cool. I can see why it got cut, though, but some cool visual effects of the ships coming out of the hangar and taking off. Then there's Kylo searches the Millennium Falcon. And definitely see why this scene got cut, even though it's cool for a fan. I really liked it. It shows Kylo Ren coming onto the Millennium Falcon when it crash lands on the snow planet, and they leave the Falcon, and then him and some stormtroopers search the Falcon, and he feels Han Solo. And, you know, I like to think that he's remembering back to maybe when he was a kid and he was on the ship with his dad, and he comes into the cockpit and looks at it for a long time, turns around. So it's a great little scene. Again, that's why I buy these, because I want to see all the deleted scenes. Then there's the snow speeder chase. Definitely see why they cut this out of the movie. It wasn't that great. It dragged on a little bit. It would have dragged the movie along and not fed into the plot of the movie. So just a quick snow chase where Finn and Rey are in a snow speeder and a stormtrooper's chasing them, and it's a little bit of a battle scene. Blasters back and forth. You see the snow speeder crash with the stormtroopers in it, and then they're right into the movie again, where they come into the base and they're trying to blow it up or pull the shields down. So then there's Finn will be fine. So this is after Finn's hurt in the lightsaber battle, and what happens is they're showing him in the hospital, and you see him all bloody, and Rey's there, and then one of the nurses comes up to Rey and says, "Your friend will be fine." So didn't need to be in the movie, because I actually like it not being in the movie better, because we don't know if Finn's going to be fine, and all of these deleted scenes so far they're saying are not canon. So we don't know. In the next movie, Finn could be paralyzed. Finn could be not fine. He'll be alive, I'm pretty sure, but maybe not fine. And I like that mystery and suspense and trying to figure out what's going to come next. So that is all of the deleted scenes on this Blu-ray. Now, inside this Blu-ray, there is a digital copy. So download the digital copy, and you can do it iTunes or Google Play. And there's an extra deleted scene, and it's the Maz Kanata deleted scene when they're underneath Maz's bar and they're trying to escape. Rey's already run into the forest, so she's not in this scene, but it's Han Solo, it's Finn, it's Chewbacca, and Maz. And then some stormtroopers come down the stairs and block them in. And it's some of the funniest stuff that I've seen out of Harrison Ford. He's joking back and forth with the stormtroopers. I mean, they're not finding it to be funny, and Finn's not finding it to be funny. He's scared, but it's classic Han Solo. Now, I know there's more to this scene that they didn't put on the digital copy, where Maz actually uses the Force to bring the ceiling down on the stormtroopers, and then they go out the other way, and that's how they get out. But that's not in this part. But I know it's there because I've heard JJ talking about it. But it's a really cool scene. I wish it would have stayed in the movie, because it's Han Solo at his finest. So that's the deleted scenes on here. And now we're going to get into some of the specials. So the first special is The Secrets of the Force Awakens, a cinematic journey. Now this is an hour and 10 minutes of the behind the scenes making of the movie. And it's everything I wanted it to be, except it's not long enough. Now, I could have watched 4 hours of behind the scenes making, and I'm sure all you Star Wars fans could too, so I don't think it ever could have been long enough for me. But in this hour and 10 minutes, it was great. We get to see tons of cool stuff. We get to see JJ directing people, and it's what I wanted. I'm not going to give too much away because you got to have something to watch, but it's a great, great, great documentary. I know I'm saying great a lot, but that's just, I'm excited. That's how I feel about Star Wars every time I talk about it. And then we go into The Story Awakens, the table read. Now, we saw the black and white photo of the entire cast when they read the script for the first time. And one of the things that JJ does, and he's so brilliant, is he has Mark Hamill there, even though Mark Hamill has no lines in this movie, and he's got a script in front of him. And I think they did this part. JJ's always thinking. He's a smart, smart director and a smart, smart producer. And he thinks that if we take a picture of this and we see Mark Hamill with a script reading, we're going to know that Mark Hamill's in this movie a lot. But we know he's not in the movie till the end. Great reveal at the end. No lines. What Mark Hamill does is what the director usually does in a table read. Is he reads all of the dialogue that isn't actor dialogue. So The Force Awakens, Star Wars number 7, and then he reads the text scrawl, and he reads the action in between the actors' lines, and he does a really good job. They don't show the whole thing, but they show quite a bit of it, and great things for JJ to have done so that we think Mark Hamill's in the movie more than he is. You got to watch it. I liked it a lot. Then we get into crafting creatures. So crafting creatures, it shows the creature shop, it shows how they're making the creatures. And that's what I loved about this movie. Now, I liked the prequels, 1, 2, and 3, but I didn't like that it was so much CGI. And that's why I was excited when JJ announced, a year and a half, 2 years ago before the movie, that he was going back to the way Lucas did it in Star Wars 4: A New Hope. He's real creatures, real sets, and then he digitally puts in some other things to make the best of both worlds. Now, the creature shop is cool. It's not my favorite thing on this DVD, but it's cool to see the creatures and putting the actors in them. I would have liked to have seen something on this Blu-ray about James Bond 007. Can't think of his name right now, but he was one of the stormtroopers. He's the stormtrooper that Rey uses the Force on. I would have liked to have seen him in somewhere on this Blu-ray, but he wasn't. Daniel Craig, that's his name. I would have liked to have seen him, but he's not. So I guess that's Star Wars lore. Then we go into building BB-8. This is pretty cool. They show all the different BB-8s. They've got one with an arm extension. They've got the actual remote control ones. They've got a light version of BB-8 that they can fall into. When he falls into the pit of the Millennium Falcon and he falls on him, well, they've got a really light version so the actors don't get hurt. And it's really cool. If you go onto YouTube, there's another guy. It's not part of this, but there's a guy who actually cuts open one of these BB-8s, and you see inside how they actually get the head to work, and it's a really cool spindling magnet. I liked that one more than I liked the building of BB-8 on this Blu-ray, so go and watch that. You'll easily find it on YouTube if you Google search cutting open BB-8 or the inside of BB-8. Then we go into Blueprint of a Battle, the Snow Fight. This shows all the choreography that Daisy Ridley and Kylo Ren, and not really a whole lot of John Boyega, but some of it, and the snow fight lightsaber battle near the end of the movie. The choreography is really great. You can see these actors are getting hurt, and I have the lightsaber here. This is actually Luke's lightsaber, and they say that when they're practicing, they're using kendo sticks and they're light, but then when they actually do the rehearsal for the actual movie, they have really cool lightsabers, but they said they're super heavy, and the actors had a really hard time fighting all day, and their arms were getting super sore, and you can see that as they go through it, their arms keep getting bigger and bigger because they're working out, and it's tough stuff. So great on that one. Then we go to ILM, the Visual Magic of the Force, and I'm not a huge CGI guy, so I didn't enjoy it, but all you people that love the CGI in all these movies, you'll like it. It's great to see the behind-the-scenes CGI guys. Then we have John Williams' The Seventh Symphony, another one of my favorites, because I love the music of Star Wars. And I love seeing John Williams doing the orchestrating and JJ helping direct him and being there. And in all these specials, you see how complimentary JJ is to all of the actors, all of the musicians, John Williams, the directors, the key grips. Everybody's always thanking them, and he's always doing a speech at the end of a shoot where he's saying thank you for all your hard work. And I think that's why people love working for this guy. It's great to see J.J. Abrams behind the scenes and see what a real human being he is. You're not going to like probably what I'm going to say about him a little later, because I am a little pissed off at him, but we'll get to that in a minute. So then we go Force for Change. It's a little special about the charity that Star Wars has, Force for Change. Watch that. It's a great cause. And then we go into my favorite part of a Blu-ray, which is the commentaries. So the commentaries on the movie, and the first commentary is J.J. Abrams, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher, the old crew. The second commentary is the young cast commentary with Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaacs. Oh, wait. That's right. There's no commentaries on this Blu-ray. But that's what they should have done. Those would have been amazing. Give the fans what they want. Don't make them go out and buy another special edition Blu-ray in 6 months with commentaries. I ranted about this in my weekly show. I'm going to rant about it again. I went and saw this movie in the theater 4 times. Then I went out and bought the Blu-ray. I have spent my money on this movie. I wanted commentaries. That's my favorite part of a Blu-ray. Why couldn't you do it? Have one of these guys or 2 of these guys. Have the key grip sit down and do a commentary, for heaven's sakes. That's all I wanted. Just a little commentary. But no, I didn't get any. And that's my rant. JJ, I hope you can watch this. And I hope you're listening. Don't suck us dry for money. Give the fans what they want and do this right next time. That's my rant. I'm going to stop there. I love this movie. I love this Blu-ray for the most part, but Disney, Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, give us some commentaries. So that is my review of the Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy of The Force Awakens. I hope you liked it. If you did, please share this video. And you can reach me by email at sci_fi_movieguy@yahoo.ca. You'll see it in the credits of this video. So if you didn't catch that, you can write them down there. You can also follow me on Twitter at MovieGuySci-Fi. Again, it'll be in the credits. And thank you so much for watching. And remember, nerds rule the world.